Last time on Magical Miss, Pink and Blue defeat the Deep Dark, and together with Mariana, seal the Deep Dark away. However, this isn't the end for our heroines. Stanley has decided to stick around a little longer because you never know. So, Izzy and Willa still retain their magical girl powers, much to Willa's relief because she can delay getting her driver's license. So, with the Deep Dark neutralized, how will the girls adjust back into normal life? It shouldn't be that hard, right? It's time for some fluffy epilogue montages, because in the last few episodes, we cried. Welcome to Magical Miss.
Speaking of the sun, it's a new day in Diamante Beach. It is strange a few days after. The town has taken massive damage to many of the buildings. Like, there's homes with siding gone. The high school has been closed down for a few days in this sense of long weekend before spring break. And in all actuality, it's because there were several things that everybody's favorite janitor, Ray, needed to fix after the what people are calling a flood. It's something that the storm had a lot of folks out of town, but those that stayed all have a different story about what happened. And rebuilding efforts are still going about. The morning you both, in your separate homes, hear parents and Arthur listening to the news, kind of like hearing things going on. Izzy, you had multiple messages from your parents as both of them were overseas when all of this happened. And Stanford let Charlotte know everything, essentially, once he got back into town, and cried over the few bits of tech that got damaged that were in the basement that flooded. Rip. But you both hear on the news that Mayor Chadley Branson has a very special kind of message regarding the storm. And he gets up there. He is dressed down, actually. He's wearing like kind of grody sweats, and you see that his background is the beach that has been just covered in things like there's debris, there's stuff going on. You see Glenn in the background is still cleaning things up in the early morning hours. And Chadley Branson stands there and goes, "Hi, everybody. I'm Mayor Branson. You can call me Chadley. We had a very strange weather phenomenon happen in Diamante Beach recently. And I know that some of you may argue this point, but the climate around us has definitely changed. So I'm not sure if storms like this are going to be the norm, but with the amount of damage that's done, it really is going to take a team effort of the whole town to really come together in this moment. Doesn't matter if you believe in climate change or not, or anything along those lines. We could really, really use the assistance of everybody. I mean, Ranger Glenn isn't going to pick up every piece of trash on the beach. And it would just be a really nice thing to see, because I know a lot of us had to evacuate due to the storm, and it was very scary. As I kind of give this call to action, there's no obligation, depending on physical status or anything of that nature, but..." And he looks into the camera and he goes, "I mean this for all of Diamante Beach's denizens. I don't know your names, but my daughter is very, very fond of the two superheroes we have in town, and I would like to personally call upon them for assistance. If they would like any sort of thing, I do also have something in mind as a thank you gift. I'll be at the beach all day, and he raises his arms, and you see there's like a hole in his shirt in the armpit, and he goes, "I'm here all day. I'm wearing my best duds, as you can tell, but even picking up one piece of trash or one piece of debris or helping someone put one new shingle on, the little things do help." And the broadcast turns into a cat food commercial.
I text Izzy, I'm like, "Did you just see the news that Mayor Branson announced? Should we
I
go
am
as pink and
mortified.
blue?
I am mortified. He wore a shirt with a hole in his armpit. Like, sir, I know everyone has the scrub outfit that you wear when you paint houses or when you clean up, but like, at least wear a shirt that doesn't have holes in it.
That's his volunteer shirt.
Izzy, he's being relatable right now, okay? He's being relatable.
What would be relatable is if he wore a clean shirt.
But do we go as pink and blue so we can get our reward? Because
I mean, we can. I don't see why not. We could also try to clean up the beach because I think we could get a lot more done in our superhero forms than not. I mean, granted, we can I could get my flies to fix some things up. I could probably like wish some of the trash into bags. We could probably help speed up the process. So I mean, like, it would be a good Samaritan thing to do.
Just always thinking of that popularity score.
yeah, listen, we're gonna milk that.
Just because this is the epilogue doesn't mean we're gonna have a continuation of a college episode at one point.
Listen,
I have one shot idea. I got one shots in this brain of mine.
How many one shots are we talking about?
Multiple.
Several.
Okay.
Many.
multiple one shots.
Well, there's the one I'm calling High School Musical, where there's going to be a basketball game and the play at the same time.
Yes.
There's Timbers Point. There's the Jellyfish Festival. There's, college. There's a lot of things in my brain. I also have machinations. Well, I want to do...
That's a whole thing. That's not a one shot.
That is a campaign.
Like one shot? No. Two? No. This is going to be like a good 10, 15 episodes of this shit.
It's going to be a whole dang campaign.
That's a whole sub-campaign right there.
I'm very excited for all
these
these
shenanigans at one of Susie and Crystal's pageants, too.
Yes. Can you just imagine, like, I don't know, for some stupid reason, Izzy and Willa have to, like, sign up as last-minute pageant contestants, and it's just a whole thing.
It's the iCarly pageant episode.
What would you do for the talent like portion though?
I would
Willa likes spinning around a sword.
I would be throwing knives. I would be like
knives,
like or sword play or something like that, and do like something cool.
LARP.
I would do LARP as a talent portion.
That would be really fucking cool. That would be absolutely amazing.
I can manifest a flaming sword, pretend that it's a prop. Ooh.
Look at all this flash paper.
Play. Magical fire sword play.
So stupid.
This is like a little tiki bar sideshow with the flames.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
yes, absolutely. I'm sorry.
We go to the beach as pink and blue. Are we agreeing to this?
Yep, because you guys don't have anything else on your docket today.
Cool.
Because you don't have to go to school.
Excellent.
The school's broken. All done school right now.
I text the Benny and the Jets, and I'm like, listen, you heard the mayor, pink and blue, and I guess aquamarine, need to make an appearance on the beach.
We can ask, do we want to ask Dirk? I'm going to text Dirk Jensen Jr. Do we have a way to ask Henriette? I don't know if she's going to be able to get away from her mom.
I don't think she can get away from her mom, and she's too chaotic anyways. She's too chaotic.
Well, yes, but Madam President's gotta make a show.
Okay, listen. I'm also
Madam President Captain Goobus.
Madam President Captain Goobus. It's Mr. Dr. Professor Patrick to you.
And like you do kind of like, you don't know who will show up from the call to action, but like the whole town has essentially been invited to help.
Okay. I used my burner account for the pink and blue Discord, and I messaged the Discord even though it's only like 4 people in there. It's more of just like, hey, Colleen, this is your one and only chance to get up and close with us and not be in trouble, is basically, she's like, hey, just so you know, pink and blue are going to be at the beach helping to clean up. So be there or be the creepy monster that tried to kill us all, but it didn't work.
There's a picture that's sent to the disc. Well, actually, roll me a convince someone at advantage.
And with advantage?
No. She does not just have advantage. She should have double advantage. Like, we would have to literally have disadvantage to try and convince Colleen to not show up.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you get a picture of, like, a blurry pair of handlebars, and the message says, I'm already on my way.
Oh, well, fuck.
I also text Josh and Caleb saying, hey, Pink and Blue are going to be at the beach, so if you want to help clean up. Yeah.
Josh says, I'm already there with my dad. And he sends like a picture of his shoes by some like sand and stuff. And he goes, looks different here. And Caleb is like, I'll be there in about 20 minutes, actually.
Okay, sounds good.
Damn, is he already on his way?
He's just halfway already there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, it takes a minute to get to here. Get to Diamante.
Okay, cool. I will go out and go to some inconspicuous part of the house, transform into blue, and fly over to the beach.
All right.
Izzy is going to. Hey, breakfast.
Would you like to eat in the car? I can drive us down there.
To the beach?
Yes, I believe I'd like to help. And if we're oversaturated at the beach, then certainly I could help downtown or something like that. I'm sure business owners, old and new, would appreciate assistance.
I actually think I know someone who could really use some help. If one second, and Izzy runs back upstairs and she gathers the weapons that she borrowed from Victoria.
That's right.
Coming back downstairs. So
wrapped in a blanket.
His eyebrows keep going up as he sees more swords. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you took an interest in."
For Willa.
More so Willa. But I borrowed them from a friend, and she just opened up the business in downtown Diamante, and I think she might need a little help around her store. So, and I think you guys would get along swimmingly. Would you be okay?
Someone at advantage.
Everything is just that advantage because it's the epilogue. Ooh.
Everything is like, if we have to convince anyone of anything, it's going to be the easiest little, I hope, shit in the world. Please.
It's with advantage.
It's a nat 12. I didn't even roll a third die.
Nice.
Cool. You see Arthur looks and he goes, you have a friend who started an armory downtown. That's...
Well, technically, she started a bookshop. But she has interest in
up and goes, oh, I love books. Friend as in... And he like kind of does this, or he goes like this. It's like...
Well, I don't think the height really matters at a point. But
I'm sorry. I was trying to be a little more ginger about it. Is this a friend that is?
She
Sorry, there was a big bug that just flew by in my apartment. Is this a friend that is your age or
no
more like the poker group?
More like the poker group. More. I don't know exactly. I'm not about to ask her age. But So
right.
yeah. So you wanna drive us down? It's right next to the old boba shop. They took over the wet goods store.
Oh,
A much better replacement. But I'm sure she can
indeed.
use a little
I
help.
never appreciated the tchotchkes from the wet goods store.
No, never. It smelled like ass. Sorry.
No, it may have been true, Izzy. It's not polite to say.
There is some extras that are still in the store. You can give it a whiff if you want.
He makes a face and takes the weaponry from you and starts packing up the car.
Izzy sends a quick text to Willa. I am going to swing by Victoria's, return all those weapons, and may or may not be playing Cupid. I emoji. I will keep you posted.
I am flying distracted. I'm like, Cupid? Wait a minute. ... Arthur and Victoria? All in caps.
They have a lot of similar interests. They both love fencing. They both love tea. Arthur loves gardening, and I think she probably has some herb books in there. So, I mean, there's got to be something there too. And who knows? You know?
God.
So I'll be a little late, but I'm gonna drop Arthur off with his potential friend.
Okay. I will see you at the beach. I'm landing in actually like 2 minutes. So
Aye, Captain. Sends a little salute.
Yeah, Willa, you land at the edge of the beach and kind of take it all in. You see lots of folks have kind of gathered. You see that Jake and Mercedes seem to be with their families and are working on a part of the beach by Jake's little boat rental shack. And Jake is like excitedly showing them the shack and then excitedly showing Mercedes and like talking to his parents, really excited. And there's just a lot of energy from that side of the beach. You see Glenn is working with Mark and they're kind of picking some stuff out of like the shoreline. You see that VP Todd is following behind them with a metal detector, just double checking their work. You
Totally
see
not looking for treasure.
Totally not. The sheriff's office, led by Officer Chase, are kind of like not doing anything but walking around. But you see that Josh has kind of knelt down in the sand and is like picking through things, and like you see that he's separated things into two piles, one of like trash and debris, and the other it looks like either important mementos from like the monster hunters and like things that
Evidence
were lost in the battle, like things of that nature. So he's kind of making like two piles executively there. You see that a little ways away, Susie is crouched by Crystal, and you see like Crystal's car is in the parking lot as if she drove them both over from Carbondale to help. And you hear Crystal's voice kind of ringing over everything. You see that the pizza shop has set up a couple tables and have like free pizza for everybody.
nice
And like little bottles of water. So you see that Aaron is behind that table kind of working, and you see several different sports teams from Diamante High. Like the swim team is swimming into the ocean and collecting trash that had floated out there, much at Preston's behest. You see that Josh has kind of like soggy hair as if he had been doing that for a while and went on to do something different. You see that Mila has the basketball girls in a corner, and the other girls are just talking while she keeps throwing things in a pile to try and clean. And there's a couple of choir kids around that are working on things, and the cheer squad, mostly made up of Bree and Matthew, because you do not see Lene anywhere. They're just kind of chit-chatting. They're pretty close to where the pizza tables are, and are just kind of like chit-chatting amongst themselves and picking things up, but not very quickly.
Okay. I land over next to Josh and I kind of like poke him. Like, I just poke his little sides.
What? Oh. Hey. You know you don't have to do that. You can just say hi like a normal person.
No, I'm not normal. Look at me.
He kind of smiles and he like looks around and gives you a quick peck on the cheek and goes, "No, you're not." What do we do with all this stuff?
Oh, the stuff with the monster hunter shit? Cuz no one should find out about that.
I mean, like, is there like a lost and found for those kinds of people? Not like those kinds of people, but like
I can text Izzy. I can text Izzy and see if Victoria needs like scrap metal of the remainders of swords and stuff, if she needs it back for smelting. I don't know if she has a smithy in the back. I don't know.
And goes, "What? This is not the Renaissance Fair, Blue. This is not your weird planet, Blue."
So hang on, is this pile just like, is it like leftover random throwing knives and shit, or is it
like it's random throwing knives, and like you see like a couple of like broken necklaces, like a torn glove, like it's things that would mean a lot to somebody, if like kind of mementos of a person who had passed almost. So
Okay.
Josh has found like a lot of keepsake kind of things that like there were there were a lot of these monster hunters that Victoria called that were lost in the battle.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's where Josh's mind was kind of at as he was cleaning the beach.
I look at Josh and I say, hey, I'm assuming you drove over here. Maybe we could just temporarily load this in the back of the car just to like keep it safe and out of people's minds. And then when we're done, we can drive over to Victoria's and see what she has to say.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Cool.
At least we can, or she can get these to like families and stuff.
Exactly. Is it like all in a bag already? Or is it?
Yeah, he's got it in like a little trash bag.
Do you need some help with that? Is it a little heavy for you?
Would that make you happy?
Yes. I've been working on my arms recently.
God, I simply can't lift this. If only there was a magical winged being beside me that could lift this bag.
Yeah, also, could you unlock your car? I can't do that.
He's like, oh, your magic doesn't unlock cars? No, it doesn't do that?
No, Pink does that, and she's dropping over to Victoria's place for a little bit. She's trying to return the swords and also try to get her with Arthur and Victoria together. I don't know.
Butler?
Yeah, the butler. I don't know. Is the door unlocked? I'm just gonna.
Yeah. The door's unlocked.
And I just kind of like hover over the sand and just
roll me a be vigilant check.
Oh, it's a mental shit. 5. It's a 5. Do I bean someone while I'm flying?
You open the bag, and then you hear Josh go, wait, no, and you throw the bag, and you hear something just go, and he's like, fuck.
What did I do?
No, it's not a big deal. It's fine.
I like lift up the bag and see what I broke.
It's a small bouquet of blue and orange flowers. He was like, I just got you flowers, okay?
Oh.
It's not a big deal or anything. It's stupid. It was a dumb idea anyways.
No, it's cute.
I figured I would see you today and all that, and like, I just wanted to.
Oh. That's cute. Thanks, Josh.
They're very squished.
They're very squished, but it's still fine.
As you say that, you hear a couple car doors close, and you see a large van that says Honey McCartney, home sold in no time on the side of it.
Way.
And the door slides open, and you see Caleb jump out and the Carbondale swim team all around him. At the head of the van in the driver's seat, a very small, kind of stout woman jumps out, toddles over, gives Caleb a little kiss on the cheek, and puts her hands on her hips, and you see her pull out her phone and start live streaming.
Oh my god. Shit, do I drop my transformation? No, Chadley Branson asked Pink and Blue to be here for extra support and stuff. Shit, what do I do?
We're gonna flip over to Izzy. I'm finally gonna meet the McCartney parents, and you're just like, Izzy!
Sidebar!
Yes. Arthur pulls up, and you guys start heading into Victoria's bookshop. You see that there's several cars still parked in downtown, but like, there is a lot of damage. Like, you see that the pizza shop has some windows boarded from like broken glass. You see like the boba shop, it's got another sign that says, we'll open maybe someday. Hopefully. Frowny face.
Can there be like a sad frowny face boba drawing on the thing?
Yes, there's a very sad boba on the thing.
Izzy kind of looks at the boba shop like, wow, if Willa had held to the guns of like, I'll meet up with you, Josh, when the boba shop gets fixed, this would never have happened.
No.
It never would have happened.
Never would have happened.
Never would have happened.
Does it look like Victoria's?
Victoria's there, and she like, you see that some of her shelves are empty, and you see some boxes down that say water damaged, ... question mark. And she's kind of going through things, and she looks up and she goes, oh, Izzy, hey,
Hi.
Door. She opens the door and kind of waves Arthur in with all of the items. This is Arthur. He's my dad's secretary, but he also volunteered to help me return all your stuff and also help out around here if you needed any help cleaning up.
He is holding all of the swords like over his face, so she can't see him quite yet. And Victoria goes, "Well, ain't that sweet? That's very kind of you. You wanna for a spell? You know, just take
Sure.
a breather. I
can
can take those from the lovely
Oh,
gentleman."
no, he can carry them. Just show him where to put them.
She gives you kind of a look, and I need you to roll me a touch their hearts
With
check.
advantage, please.
Of course, with advantage. It's an epilogue. It's advantage.
Everything has advantage.
Listen, we're trying to get two old people together. Rekindle the
11.
flame.
So you kind of like mosey to the side, and you see Victoria is kind of like leading Arthur on, and he shifts the swords at one point and goes, "Oh, blast it! They're rather difficult to keep all together, aren't they?" And you see Victoria is kind of taken aback for a second, and she goes,
Oh, British.
"I mean, you know, it gets a little tough sometimes. So I like to keep them in the back here. What was your name? Artie? Arthur?" He goes, "Arthur, I don't believe I really can pull off being an Artie." She goes, "Hey, I can't pull off being a Vicky. Victoria's going to be good for me." And you see Arthur kind of nods and goes, "I'll remember that." And the two of them have been, you know, they start kind of chit-chatting back there as they're putting swords away.
Do we see little hearts go pa-doop, 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 like just like popping off of their heads and stuff?
Yep.
Izzy kind of like meanders in the doorway a little. Like she was planning on kind of staying and chit-chatting a little bit, but this seems like a good thing. So she kind of like looks at them just a little bit, and so Willa's already down at the beach, so I'm gonna just walk on over that way, but I'll bring her back and then we can all chat together. I hope Arthur is helpful around here.
Don't super hear you. They're kind of deep in conversation.
Izzy just like kind of like pops out the door and just power walks down the street, and she is giggling.
Yes.
Bro, when's the last time she saw Arthur talk to another woman?
You are power walking down the street with this just energy. You're full of this energy, and you hear a car rev its engine and come to like slow down beside you. And the window rolls down, and you see two multicolored haired people sitting in the front with little bandanas on. And Daisy pulls hers down and goes, "Excuse me, this is a robbery from the bandits. Get in."
Oh, if you're here to steal my heart, you already have it. And she gets in the back seat.
You hear Benny go, "Lame."
You know what, Benny? My improv skills are trying to fucking improve, but they're not going to get anywhere if you talk down to me. Also,
Benny
hi.
turns around, and he's pulled his down, and he smiles and goes, "Yeah, you got to zip zap zop a little bit better, okay?"
Working on it. Mr. Bop it to the top.
He revs the engine and speeds you guys towards the beach, and Daisy just reaches in the back for your hand.
Izzy grabs it.
She has been noticeably more touchy with you since the end of all of that. Almost as if she tactilely needs to feel that you're there still.
Oh, this isn't a dream, right?
She's like, "We're okay? Okay, cool." And Benny's like, "So what were you doing walking around downtown by yourself?"
Trying to play Cupid between two elderly people. You know?
Benny
Normal
stops and he
stuff.
looks and he goes, "How did you fit that into the almost end of the world?"
Sometimes all you need is an introduction and then it takes care of itself. Also, Arthur wanted to come down to the beach and help out, and he was going to figure out that I disappeared and Pink appeared. So I kind of had to drop him off anyways. It just worked out.
Daisy's like, so who'd you drop Arthur off with?
Victoria.
Both of them absolutely soften. And Benny's like, all right, I mean, we'll have to have a talk with Arthur and just make sure he's cool.
Really?
Betty's like, listen, as somebody who has been a shit, I know all the things to look out for. I can just vet him for Victoria really quick. It'll be super
You can't vet. You couldn't have already vetted him, sir. You've met him multiple times.
Of course,
He's
but
like-
I wasn't thinking about him as, somebody for Victoria. She's a very important lady.
I'm sure Victoria would love for your vet. And we can go back there, but first we gotta go to the beach.
Mhm.
Do you want to show up as Aquamarine at one point?
He
Because
pulls into the parking lot
there.
and
That's
Benny
blue.
shakes his head and he goes, no, there's something a little bit more that the Schwartzes need to do. And he looks at Daisy and Daisy kind of smiles and she's like,
Ooh.
oh, we have a plan. We have a
Do
very
I get
good
to know plan? Do I get to know the plan?
She
And
squeezes
she like
your
sticks.
hand.
She sticks her head between the passenger and the driver's seat. Like, do I get to know?
They sandwich you with a kiss to the forehead from Benny and a kiss to the temple from Daisy, and they both go, no.
Fine. I'll join you guys as Izzy at one point, but I'm gonna go join Blue as Pink real quick. Izzy slides out of the car, opens the door, turns back. Y'all are both little shits, and I love you both. See you later. And meanders to the trees to shadow and transform and join Blue.
You do see that the Honey McCartney van is there when you guys pull in.
Do I see all the Carbondale swim boys?
George
yeah,
isn't there, right?
No, you don't see George.
Thank God.
You see the rest of the swim team has started swimming against the Diamante boys in the ocean, and you see that Preston is just like vibrating, and he's like, boys, swim faster! Pick up more trash! You have to do more!
Oh my God.
It has livened up the energy a lot, and you see that Honey McCartney is talking to Chadley Branson right now, and like she is like got her phone out and she's like live streaming it, and you hear her going, and you know what they say, Honey Mahogany. Honey McCartney is the #1 realtor in Carbondale, and I will also let you know that Honey McCartney and the McCartney brand are nothing if not philanthropists. We like to give not only our money, but our time. So that is why myself, my lovely, beautiful son, and his entire swim team, except for the one, are here to help you guys out. We may be rivals. That doesn't mean we can't have a great day together. And who knows? Maybe some of these little Diamante folks would like to get a little slice of heaven out in Carbondale. We do have some homes starting at about $150,000 for the mortgage. It's very, very easy, very lucrative. I can get you guys some good deals. Okay, bye.
Side question, is Mr. McCartney there, or is it just
It's just Honey.
just Mom? Okay, cool.
Just Mom.
I'm flying
Is
over
there
to
any
Chadley. I want to fly over to Chadley Branson and be like, yeah, business handshake. Is Henrietta and Charlie around? I mostly want to say hi to them, but also I want to say hi to Chadley Branson. Like, hey, I saw your call out. It's not a call out, but I saw you on the news and I wanted to be here. I had to be here anyway because like
you see that there's like a little kids area where like some of the kids are helping out in a little like very safe part.
Mhm.
You see that Henrietta is talking to Charlie very intently, and you see that Karen was like sitting on a bench on her phone, and when she looks up and sees Honey McCartney, she drops her phone and is like, no. Oh no.
I really wanted to know if Karen was there, or if not, she's gonna show up because Honey was there. Like, I care about volunteering too.
Yeah, you see Karen's kind of scrambling right now from where she was comfortably just watching her kid.
Absolute.
I want to swing over to Chadley Branson and I'm like, hey, Mr. Mayor.
Chadley goes, oh my god. I didn't think that
that was gonna work. Hi. Oh my god, I look like a mess, and you look like an angel. Hi.
No, you're being relatable. That's all right. You're being relatable with the people. Not that I have no idea what that is, because I am an alien.
He smiles and is like, oh, thanks, I guess. I guess that is. You hear Honey goes, it's a very good political strategy, I would say. Hi, darling. Honey McCartney. Pleased to meet you. I'm the best realtor in the county. Do you need a home?
No. Not
You see that Caleb has his mother smile.
Oh, cute. I say, no, I don't need a home right now. I don't think I can afford any of that at the moment. But hi, I'm Blue. Nice to meet you.
Well, I mean, alien, you said, Chadley? Mr. Branson? Mayor? I mean, I'm sure we could work out the conversion rate somewhere. But, have you met my son?
Yes, actually.
And you see Caleb kind of turns after it looks like he's been teasing Preston for a bit. And he comes over and he goes, well, hello. Blue, is it?
Hello. Fancy meeting you here.
You look wonderful.
Oh, so do you.
He smiles and shrugs, and you see Josh a little ways his eyes. And Honey looks between the two of you, and she looks, Caleb, dear, don't you already have two people you're dating? Do you need a third? Do you really need a third? And Caleb shrugs and goes, I mean, I go where the wind takes me, Mama. And you see he like puts his chin on the top of her head, and he looks and goes, all right, where do you, I've got the swim boys over there, Mr. Mayor, and Blue, where else do you want us?
If you could just put the swim boys away from the Diamante boys, because they're competing. They do. Preston needs to chill out. Your boys are distracting him. Can you just move them further along the beach?
Roll AP Vigilant really quick.
Nothing. Oh, come on. 7.
When you look over, you see that they have collected more trash in the past 10 minutes since the boys have gotten there than they have the entire morning.
Actually, no. Keep them there. Get them closer, actually.
Oh, I told some of my guys to egg them on a little bit.
Excellent.
They're being very productive.
Excellent.
But I think, and Caleb like looks around you guys and goes, I think there's one swim boy that I could kind of nudge into being a little more proactive here.
That sounds like a good idea.
He smiles and goes, if you want to come help us out, I mean, I'm sure that you understand Joshua Chase is a very difficult person.
Yes. First, I'm going to go check on my mini fan club. Just gonna blow their minds real quick. And I'll catch you later.
Chadley looks and he goes, well, when Pink arrives?
Oh, Pink's coming.
Pink is my daughter's favorite. If
yes.
she could say hi to Charlie, that would be really nice. If the two of you could come back and see me, I do have something for you.
The key to the city?
He looks a little crestfallen and goes,
I'm joking.
No, it's totally not that.
What?
It's something totally cooler than that, and not.
I'm just an alien. I don't even know what that is. Is that a physical key? Does that let me access every single building within 24 hours of Diamante? I just heard it on TV shows that I watched.
You see Chadley goes, aliens watch TV?
Well, yeah, we have to acclimate somehow.
Oh, that does make sense. Okay. And you see, he starts to get called away, and he goes, "Just find me. I do want to give you something.
Will do.
Just as thanks. It's nothing weird. It's totally chill.
I understand.
Totally cool." And he like covers the hole in his shirt, and he's like, "God, I'm embarrassed."
Totally cool. I say goodbye to Honey, and then I fly over to like where the kids are, and also where Colleen probably is at. I need to blow her mind.
Yeah, you see that Colleen is like standing there. She is essentially taken over watching the kids because Karen has disappeared.
Oh no. Cool.
And you see Colleen is like breathing heavy and she goes, No, you see, Blue is not going to come anywhere without Pink. And there's more of them, but I don't know all of the other ones' names yet. And I'm getting all of that information. And you, Henrietta's,
What's Dandelion's favorite color? What's Princeton Red's favorite food?
Hi, Henry.
What's Blue's phone number?
Hi, Henrietta. I land.
Ooh.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You see Charlie kind of pokes up and looks around and sees that Pink isn't there yet.
Pink is coming. She, I texted her on my magical girl phone. She's on her way.
You see that Willa has flown over to the littles.
The littles.
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Izzy, I guess Pink just kind of flies over to say hello. I probably approach him from the other side, like a nice little like pincer action.
Oh, good. A pincer move.
Exactly.
And you see that as Charlie sees you, she like pushes herself up and runs over and hugs her legs.
Aww.
And you see Henrietta goes,
Blue and Pink! See? Both of them are here, but they came separately because they are their own people.
That's right.
and you see Colleen is just staring and she's like,
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know if you remember me.
So, are you the person that brought the police?
You're the moderator from the Discord. Oh.
he looks elated. And she's like, yes, I am. That's me. I am your biggest fan. No matter what this 8-year-old says, it is me. I promise you that. I have documented all of your activities here on Earth since you showed up at the Jellyfish Festival. If you have anything that, I would love to be able to document that for the archives of all of your adventures. And you see, it would probably take me, I don't know, say maybe like an average of 65 episodes to tell your whole story if I was to do it in an episodic format, but I have it all. And I appreciate everything you've done and all of your work, and I just want to know everything about you. So do you want to, oh, the boba shop's not around. I would ask to get boba, but the pizza people are here, so we can't go there either, and everything else is closed.
We can talk while we clean the beach.
Yeah, it can be a casual interview.
I can clean with you.
Yes, just don't try to take samples of our hair.
You see her turn her utility belt so that the different test tubes that were there are behind her, and she goes, "Who would do that? Weird."
Also, I just want to know where do you store your archives? Because I don't want them to be compromised.
Don't you worry.
And when you do get big, I don't want your servers to be compromised to where like the government knows about us. 'Cause that's bad.
Oh, it's all encrypted. It's all encrypted, and then I also have written documents that are hidden in various places in my house.
It's under the floorboards, isn't it?
No, it's probably in the air vents.
Air vents.
Oh, it's probably under her bed.
It's down in the basement. I have a lovely cask of Amontillado down there. You should come see it.
Oh my god.
There's your Edgar Allan Poe literary joke.
Oh my god.
Delightful.
Well,
oh my god.
He goes, no, I have it entirely encrypted, and it's in several different places, so it's very easy to access
The whole archive.
except for probably the beginning bit, because I don't think I had a lot of that information. But I mean, we would probably start a little bit early in the story and go through the whole thing,
Almost on what would be an encrypted Spotify or YouTube or anything like that, where you can watch this whole story.
not Colleen breaking through the fourth wall.
Multiple times.
Colleen is actually our PR manager.
I was low-key thinking, like, as this continues, like, imagine if she could just become the tech person for us.
She just becomes our marketing team. That's who she becomes.
Marketing, PR, tech
Everything.
person.
Girl.
She's just literally like that person. Just like, have you heard about the wonderful pink and blue? Like, let me show you.
Let me
Also,
show
all
you.
of the gadgets that I provide for them.
She
which
has
I
so
don't
many
really need,
external
but, you
hard
know.
drives. So many.
Big stack.
They're in one of those like drawer organizers.
Nice.
Oh, but yeah, you've got a whole crew. You see that a truck from the water treatment plant pulls up, and a couple of guys come out to test the water, and you see both senior and junior of the Dirk Jensen variety pop out.
Nice.
You see that Dirk has his hood down for the first time in a very long time, and his sleeves are up.
Character
And you see-
development.
He has his paintbrush in his back pocket. And he looks at his dad, and he gives his dad like a little smile, and you see that Dirk Jensen Sr. ruffles his hair, giving him a noogie that Dirk Jensen Jr. looks incredibly disturbed by.
Hey,
Aww.
he's just a little
And
fresh bean.
Dirk Jensen Sr. starts leading some of his water treatment folks towards the water and towards where Preston is. And you see that Dirk Jensen Jr. puts his hands in his pockets and heads your guys' way.
Hey. Glad
Hey.
that you're here. I was wondering if you were actually gonna like show up or not, because I know crowds aren't really your thing.
I mean, it's a big beach. And like my dad wanted to come, so
Is Princeton gonna make a little debut over here, doing a little extra magic-y stuff to help out with the beach, or is Princeton on a little vacation right now?
he looks around and he goes, Does Princeton need to be here?
Doesn't have to be, but
at
it would
the same time.
it would help with. Can you just make a
Colleen
gigantic
pulls out-
pool skimmer? Can you make a gigantic pool skimmer?
Dirk looks and he looks and goes, "Want me to pool skim the ocean?"
Yeah, actually, there's so much stuff floating around. And besides, you don't have to carry it. I can carry it. I can just kind of like hover over the ocean with it.
With all those stupid swim guys in it.
Well, no, we'd have them clear out the way and probably also tell the fish that we're doing it so we don't get fish in the net.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
you know, like, we could clean out all, like, the stuff from the battle. It'd be
yeah.
super helpful, super cool of you, and some people might like to meet a magical boy. And she kind of makes eyes at Colleen.
Oh,
Colleen is like, "So Princeton Red, you say?" And she gets her pen out.
It's like Princeton Red. Okay, and he's the one that has the capabilities to create things with that paintbrush, right? That's pretty impressive of a
it is pretty
capability, and I'd love to
impressive.
learn more about
Super
how.
expensive.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly how it works, and why his outfit changed. Because I believe that the first time that Pink and Blue came across him, he looked more like a carnival barker, but now it's kind of like My Chemical Romance. And I mean, it's a welcome change, but I don't understand what exactly happened there, because the changes that what happened in Pink and Blue's outfits made sense with as they got stronger, they became more and more themselves. But it doesn't seem like a natural change. And
You see that Dirk Jensen Jr. bright red. Almost bright Princeton red.
I sidebar with Pink and I say, by the way, Josh found a bunch of like stuff leftovers from the hunters, and we dropped it over at his car. So when we're done, we can take his stuff and then pop over to Victoria. Maybe she can redistribute that amongst her people.
Oh yeah, no, I think that would be a good idea. Also sidebar, I dropped Arthur off there and they seem to have really hit it off.
Really? That's so cute.
I think it's so adorable. But yeah, absolutely. She might not be able to pay attention to as much, which is honestly my hope.
That's
I literally
totally
did nothing
fine.
but say, this is so and so, this is so and so. He's not my butler.
He is a butler. Come on.
He's my dad's secretary.
Butler.
Absolutely not. Secretary.
Butler.
Secretary.
I like mind message Dirk. I'm like, sorry, I know you hate the mind messaging thing, but Colleen is talking to you at 1,000,000 miles a minute. Are you gonna make the pool skimmer or not? Because that would be helpful.
give me a second. This girl Colleen keeps talking at me and like.
We can distract her. Give you a minute.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. I like go over to Colleen and I like ask her like, oh, so what do you humans do for fun and stuff? Like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? And just like,
you wanna know about me?
Of course.
I don't understand that, Blue, because honestly, I'm not as interesting as you guys. Like, you've got all these powers, you've got all this going on, and all I do is play trombone really badly.
She plays trumpet, but
Trumpet!
No, I
Hold
mean,
a second.
listen, I want to know the machinations of you, someone with like that much of a passion to figure out who and what we are. You got like a whole little setup going on, even though it's just a team of yourself. That is some crazy dedication. That is pretty impressive.
She smiles and she goes, well, I'm a journalist first and foremost. And she starts going off like her whole life story.
Excellent.
She goes, it all started when I was now. And you see Dirk kind of like steps away and runs behind a car and transforms, and you see that he's back and you see he starts to paint.
Okay, I guess, Pink, you can take control of the pool skimmer while I just get barraged by history lore from Colleen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, totally fine. Izzy kind of goes up to Dirk and like watches him work. You've gotten really good at this.
Thanks.
A lot of good extra practice. Do you think you're gonna show your dad?
I mean, he's gonna see this pool skimmer at least.
Well, I mean, the rest of your sketchbooks, not your pool skimmer.
I might.
You should.
I think I'm gonna ask Ms. Carp if I can work on a special project for the art show.
Special project?
I think I'll show my dad that one.
That'll be really cool to see. Let me know when the art show is. Granted, I am in your class, so I'll probably hear about it there.
Yeah. Thanks, Izzy.
For what?
I was really nervous to come to high school and all of that. And like middle school wasn't great for me, and I didn't think I was gonna make friends. And I mean, if you guys hadn't stopped that whole mirror thing, I'd still be in there. And like I still have nightmares about that place. But like it's all good cuz you were there. You and Willa were people I could rely on. People I can call friends. I just appreciate that.
We became friends. Granted,
Me
I
too.
kind of approached you to be friends with the ulterior motive of seeing if you were actually being the puppeteer, my controlled individual, which kind of you were, but but that like I'm truly glad that I did get to become your friend, and I don't think you would have been stuck in that mirror world. I think you could have made it out.
He smirks and goes, "Sure, we'll take your word for it."
You know, you're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. I mean, after all, you have like an 8-year-old that like raves about you all the time. We just gotta get a certain someone else to do the same. And she's like jerking her thumb over at Colleen. After you're done, you should go over and talk to her, because otherwise Blue is going to be stuck over there for. She looks at like no watch on her wrist, probably the next several years of her life, potentially.
Dirk has finished the pool skimmer and he goes, "Yeah, I'll
Or you could talk to her as yourself. The Dirk Dungeon Jr. is just as interesting as Crimson Prince.
Princeton Red.
Princeton Red.
The Crimson Prince.
Here it comes, the Crimson Prince.
He looks and he looks at you and he goes, now you're pushing it.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
And he like flattens his little outfit and he goes, she thinks my outfit's dumb.
No, she thought it was much cooler than the first one, which I know you agree with. But
And he looks and goes, of course it's cooler than the old one.
Yeah, you kind of look like a little marching band guy, which still cool. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with marching band. Willa's in marching band.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not. Is she?
Yes, she is.
Oh, wow. A lot of high schools are like, if you're in the band, you're in the marching band as well.
Yeah, so she's automatic.
There's just different.
She's automatic marching band.
For a marching band. We just had band money.
Yes. But Izzy kind of like snatches at the little pool skimmer. Just food for thought. You can always help her on the beach. You can talk to Colleen as you or yourself, whatever you like. I'm just saying that I thought you at least would both be good friends.
Sidebar. He could also be with Henrietta, sidebar, because like I know him and Henrietta vibe. So
how old is Dirk as a freshman in high school?
he's like 13, 14?
He's 14.
Yeah.
He can vibe with an 8-year-old.
You can vibe with an 8-year-old. You vibe with an 8-year-old.
Hell yeah.
There's no difference.
He starts heading over there and he kind of like taps your shoulder, Willa, and goes, "Hey, Blue, Pink needs you."
Yes, thank you.
And Colleen is like, "When I was 7." Oh my god, hi. And you see that Dirk is like, "Hi." And she flips to a different page in her book and she goes, "So, Princeton Red, huh? That's quite a nice name, sir." He goes, "Don't call me sir." And they start having a conversation.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Sorry. I'm on a Cupid stint right now.
Honestly, vibes. So Pink, are you gonna handle the pink skimmer? Because I want to just drop over to Caleb and Josh as just Willa for a hot second before going back to Blue.
Whatever you want to do. As he kind of looks over the skimmer, I kind of have a couple ideas. But yeah, I'll get cleaning.
Okay. I mean, that is your specialty. I feel like you should have like an industrial sized like I don't know, vacuum or something just to suck up all the.
Oh, I just have a handheld one, but I left it in my car.
Okay.
And it's not gonna
Go to the beach with one of those handheld vacuums and are like, "Don't worry, I got it."
She's literally combing the beach with it. Literally combing the beach.
Love it.
I will drop my transformation as Blue for a quick second and go over to where my boys are at just to make sure that like they're actually doing stuff. And also, I just want to hold their hands.
Yeah, you see that you see like the boys first before you take in the whole scene, and you see that Officer Chase is standing in front of them with his arms folded, like talking to the both of them.
Oh no.
And you see Josh looks super uncomfortable and Caleb looks really chill. And like you see that Caleb's hand is kind of like twitching at his Josh's, but he can't. And as you approach, you hear Caleb go, "Well, I mean, if Josh over, beat me in a free, maybe then we could see what's going on. It doesn't mean he's a bad swimmer. He's just not as fast as me." And you hear Officer Chase go, "Boy, you are really, really full of ya." Caleb goes, "I'm talented. What's wrong with that?"
I like zoom in on here and I grab both of their hands and I like stand in the middle of them and I look at Officer Chase and I'm like, I can swim faster than them. I can hold my breath longer than they can.
He looks between the three of you
and looks at you and goes, "You. What exactly are you doing here with my son?" And Josh goes, "Dad, no."
Cleaning the beach and saying hi to my boyfriends. And I stare at Officer Chase as a challenge, like, are you gonna fucking say to me? Say anything to me, bitch?
Oh my God,
I'm not afraid of you. I punched your son in the face.
Touch your heart, touch your heart, touch your heart, touch his heart, touch his heart. That makes the most fucking sense. What are you gonna get convinced? You're gonna touch his heart and be like, yeah.
Roll to touch his heart.
Let's go.
Oh my God, is that an emotional or is that a persona? I guess that doesn't really matter because both
That
of
is
them.
emotional.
Okay, that's a +2.
Hell yeah.
Fucker. Can I roll with advantage?
Of course you can.
Okay.
It's an epilogue.
Okay, that's so much better. Otherwise, that would have been a 6. This is a 10. This is a 10.
He looks, and his arms are folded. And he looks at Caleb, and Caleb just smiles. And Caleb smiles that smile of, "What have I done with your son? You don't know, and you're thinking about it." And he looks at you, Willa, with the fire behind your eyes, and he looks at Josh, looks at his son, and Josh holds your hand tighter and goes, "I mean, you were worried about me with Jake for a while. Guess you don't have to worry about that anymore." And you see Officer Chase blanches, and he like looks between them, and he's like, we're gonna have a talk later, Joshua. You know that." And Josh goes, "Fine, we'll talk. Over some drinks or just talk?" And you see Officer Chase looks uncomfortable and goes, "You say one more word, boy, and I will have a conversation later. Not in front of your friends."
Girlfriend
And boyfriend.
and boyfriend.
Yo, Josh is cool with that. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
Josh is bright red and he's like, "The word boyfriend sounds weird."
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want a spin-off of literally just this, of Josh somehow coming to terms with all of this.
Yes, I mean, if anything, he can just. Caleb and Josh are just metamors. It could be that.
But you see, Josh is like standing his ground as Officer Chase turns away and he goes, "At least Susie's normal." As Susie is
Just
sitting
wait.
with Crystal cleaning up trash.
Yeah, just wait.
No, that's Susie's moment. I'll let her have that.
And
Yeah.
Josh squeezes your hand a little tighter, and you see Caleb like comes around and takes his hand, so the three of you are like in a little hand. Josh is like, "Fuck, I'm sorry."
No, it's okay. I mean, at least I didn't punch him in the face. I would have been arrested.
Yeah.
Caleb looks and goes, "I mean, my mom's here. She could just bail us out if we need it."
Caleb, I don't know if you're being
Caleb,
half serious
you
about
Caleb
that.
lets go of your guys' hands to start rolling his sleeves up.
Caleb, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to punch. I am not going to punch.
"Oh, you don't have to. I can.
Caleb,
I'll
no.
do that."
Caleb, no. Are you so willing to let the golden boy image drop and so that you can punch I mean, he is a dick in the face, but you don't have to do that.
I mean, we could be very sneaky about it. Doesn't Izzy have a thing that makes you invisible?
I do
Couldn't
have
I do that?
I have hot sauce.
Josh kind of goes, "And I'm looking the other way. So, you know, if something happens, I won't know what happened."
Good. I do have my arsenal. It's
And Josh goes, "Why did you bring your arsenal to the beach?"
What do you mean? You never know when you need to spike someone. Not in a drug way, but like in a hot sauce way.
In a hot sauce way.
You know? But I give them both little kisses. I don't care at this point, honestly. I just saved the world. I cannot be hiding my relationship at this point.
Caleb, like, takes the both of you and, like, gives you guys a big hug and goes, I would like you guys to meet my mom as you guys. I think she would really like that. I've told her a lot about you, both of you.
Okay. Hopefully I don't scare them off because I'm a very loud person.
He goes, oh no, you've already met my mom kind of as your magic one.
Yeah. I wonder if she clocked it.
Caleb goes, I mean, I didn't at first. Took me a little bit.
That's true.
Not as long as someone over here. Josh goes, oh my God, will you let that go?
And so I look at them and I'm like, so between the Diamante and Carbondale, who's pulling most trash?
They chorus, Diamante, Carbondale, and then look at each other and go, no! And you hear them start bickering about in like times. Like you hear Josh go, come on, Dennis, he just joined the team. He's fucking amazing. He's look at his butterfly. Look at that out there. Yeah. Don't you see Jason? He's already gotten at least like twice as much trash as that kid. I'm telling you, he's doing better.
Wow, look at Pink
Miles.
go. She's hauling ass. she just has like a mountain of trash that she's just skimming across the water. I think magical girls beat swim boys.
They both look and go, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is like, you guys have an unfair advantage. You have magic powers. We're just using our muscles.
Listen,
It's different.
You just gotta get good.
Caleb's like, yeah, I mean, I could probably keep up with Pink at least, but Joshy here's gonna have a little bit of a struggle with Noodle Arm. And Josh goes, fucking serious? Look, I can bench 300!
I mind message Pink. I'm like, Caleb thinks he can take you on with pulling the most trash.
Izzy snaps her head around and just like makes complete eye contact with Caleb.
Caleb starts taking his shirt off and like getting out of his, like he's got his swim trunks underneath his shorts and he's already running towards the water.
Good.
Izzy's like full on ready to just make a whole new pile just to fucking stomp on Caleb's like puny little feelings.
Josh chases after and also jumps in the water to show his hand. Izzy, roll me a mystical.
Roll for trash.
Mystical. Roll for trash.
Roll for trash skimming.
That is a 7.
You had cleaned up a lot of trash.
Okay. Because I was also wondering, at least for like the beach, if you would allow me to summon flies to also have them in little groups that collect trash.
Can they have little garbage men vests and hats?
They have the little like orange vests and the little mittens.
Yeah. And they seem very excited because it is their natural habitat. Trash.
And they have little, like, you know, on the back how it says, like, words sometimes. It's just, like, pink and blue.
Aww. Cute.
You see some of them have little, like, trash trucks and you hear this little... going in there.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Oh, it is very cute. As you are collecting all of this trash, you like your pile is pretty substantial, but you see that like Josh and Caleb have gotten distracted fighting each other. Yes.
Is there a way to contact the coral dogs?
Yeah.
And or the other sea creatures to just pop the trash to the surface so she
Put
can
out a mental message.
skim it a little easier? Can she do that? Okay.
Put out a mental message. Roll a mystical.
Ooh, okay. Different dice.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I keep on dropping frames and stuff. So like, but I'm connected.
We went offline.
No, it's reconnecting. It's reconnecting. It's coming.
I do love how it froze though. It's love how it froze.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have Ethernet going on. I should have like the best internet in the world, but for some reason I'm dropping frames like it's nobody's business. It's fine. We're back online.
Beans.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Did the stream die or is it over?
It's never over.
We're back, folks.
It's back.
We're here. We're live. We're thriving. Okay. But what did you roll for your mystical?
11.
You send out a message to the sea that's just like, hey, if we could bring all of this trash up to this top. And you immediately start seeing trash coming. Like it is like popping up, and you see one of the coral dogs like crests the waves, and you see that atop it is a Portuguese man of war.
Don't touch it!
You see its little like tendril gives a little wave and then pops back into the ocean, giving Zoe's blessing.
Can I give one last little mental message of thank you, Zoe?
You feel peaceful.
Oh.
But there's more trash for you to skip.
Yay! Cool.
Is that a
Not
random
crying.
boot just floating around in the water?
Is that a little boa? Oh no, Bob.
Robert the eel! No! Not
His
the
closet got flooded.
Not the disco glasses! Just floating around.
What happened to Mariana's trident?
I think Mariana has it.
So we're supposed to return that to Robert.
It's one that when the smoke cleared, you did not see where Mariana or her trident went.
Gonna have to send a mail carrier down to Robert apologizing that I took a shit. Oh well.
Oh,
Robert will remember that.
Just give him more
Oh,
shiny
shit.
things.
Izzy just like sends down a care package of shiny shit for him to try and recuperate the losses.
When you do that, you get a letter back that is like very soggy, but you can read the message that says, "Thank you. I have subscribed to this box now and anticipate one every month on the same date every month. Thank you so much.
It's
Looking
a pink
forward to it.
box.
Robert."
Pink box.
Pink box. A little
So
mystery pink
Izzy
box.
has a side quest now of compiling a style box for an eel under the sea.
Oh my god, it's
once a
giving
month? For how long?
it's giving warlock and patron vibes. Like Robert is your patron and you have to keep on like giving him stuff, otherwise he will smite you. I don't know how he would, but he would smite you.
Yo, I mean, we're surrounded by water. He's gonna find me some way or another.
He's gonna
Up
find the
through the
deep
rain.
dark
I don't
somewhere
know.
else and try to bring back the world of
Because I didn't give
devastation
back
and
his
shit.
trident?
Yeah. Pink's delivery service.
Oh, that's cute.
That would be so fun.
Yes.
Oh,
But
goodness.
you are as you're skimming, you hear from the beach some amps start turning on, and you hear the strum of some guitars, the tap of a couple of cymbals, and you see there is a small stage set in the parking lot, and Benny and Daisy are set up there, and you hear Daisy go, "All right, Diamante, how we doing tonight?"
Oh my god!
Yes.
Pink would like to abandon the fucking skimmer and find a way to de-transform it and get to the very front of that fucking crowd, please.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's not very hard because it the only folks that start kind of crowding are like a lot of the high schoolers. Like you see Mercedes immediately and she goes, "I didn't even realize they were going to do a show. It's been so." And
I know.
she looks over and goes, "Oh, hi, Izzy."
Mercedes. Could Izzy have potentially dragged along either A, Matthew, B, Aaron, C, Bree, and or Willa and boys?
I'm going after, because the second I heard like music, I'm like calling the boys back. I'm like, Pink is giving up. We gotta go. There's a band playing. We gotta go. Bring it in.
You see that the boys come out all soggy and like Josh kind of runs a hand through his hair and you see Caleb start shaking his hair out and like shaking his hair on Josh and the two of them come back over and decked in their swim stuff all drippy and fun.
Nice.
Yes.
And I just got two shirtless boys standing next to me,
There's
like
two shirtless boys.
Excellent.
You see that Bree is starting to come over, and Matthew is taking a little bit longer because you see that Aaron is still behind the pizza table because his boss is not exactly letting him roam.
we gotta bust
You know
him out.
what? The main thing was Matthew being with Aaron. That's it.
Okay, so we gotta.
They can vibe near the pizza table. But I have something that I would like to do retroactively if you will allow me. We don't have to do it now. Oh, okay.
I'll allow it. What were you retroactively doing?
In what way could I convince my parents to start the business venture of LGBT boba?
Yes.
How could I have in the last couple of days since the attack constructed a detailed business plan?
Roll me a mental check.
She made this at 6 a.m.
Can I have advantage?
She has a PowerPoint ready to go to show off to investors. She's going on Shark Tank.
Hi, sharks. I'm Izzy. Your parents have been kind of busy in different time zones, but you do get their attention with this project, and it is something that they're like, well, that would be easy to invest in. Like we just got that partnership with, blah, blah, blah. And if I go over here while I'm on this trip, and they both are thrilled because this is the first time you've taken an interest in like their work, and they're excited to see you entrepreneurially minded. Like your dad did tear up on the call.
Oh, Dad.
So they have essentially told you that like you will have the starting capital to get this started.
Could I have also retroactively potentially contacted Karen for the purchasing of a storefront? Maybe the boba shop, maybe another one along the strip.
Mm-hmm. You sent her an email and she said, we'll talk about it.
No, you're like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna consult one of your coworkers, Mrs. McCartney, and but thank you so much for your consideration. Bye.
Yeah,
right. I'm sorry. Who are you to say no to get a 3% cut on purchasing a storefront? Which also, I don't know exactly she would need that because I don't know how different housing is than actual storefronts.
No, just roll to convince someone.
Just send out an email.
Can I get advantage because she hates honey?
Oh, of course.
Or maybe actually send out an email to Mrs. McCartney saying, "Hey, Izzy Parker here. I have an idea."
12.
Oh yeah. You send that quick little email and like immediately got a call from Karen, and she started setting you up in the abandoned boba shop that has since lost a lot of property value because it has been abandoned so long.
Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an earthquake there.
There was a flood.
There was a big hole. And it started to get kind of graffitied over a little bit. So she's like, honestly, that would be great to get off of my books. You just want to buy that.
Can I roll for getting a discount because it's so damaged?
Yeah. roll to haggle.
Roll for haggle.
Haggle. Well, that was just a flat 7, so
She takes like 10 grand off.
You know what? That's fine. It'll go into everything else. Coming up with the business plan. How soon could we potentially open? Just wondering. Little bug.
Get this bug out of here, Hollis. Do your job.
Sorry.
Do your job, Hollis. Butterflies is cleaning my apartment.
Does it have a little garbage worker uniform
with a pink and blue logo on the back?
Yes.
Absolutely. It would probably be like by the summertime you'd be able to open. Because it's like March, April, you'd be able to open by like June, July.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent.
Good.
I have so many plans.
Yeah.
I would also like to either like at one point retroactively have emailed Aaron requesting him to become one of the first employees of LGBT Boba.
Yes.
And the potential first also scholarship recipient should he apply.
You get a message back that says, Izzy, that's so much. I can't ask you to do that.
The only answer is yes, and it's already happening whether or not you want to join. It's already happening.
You're first on the payroll, kid.
You should also say yes.
He
Because we can be flexible with college.
Like, he sends you a text back and is like, I seriously don't know how I could repay you.
Take Matthew out on a date?
He calls you. He goes,
I can't do that.
Reason being...
I mean...
So I look forward to the news of how your first date went. I'm so excited to hear about it because I don't hear a single reason why you shouldn't. Because, sir, you literally drew the most gorgeous picture of him in the back of your sketchbook.
I mean, it's not very hard to he's already...
Already... What?
Izzy, I don't want to lose him. What if...
How about I tell you a little thing? And I would not normally want to say this. And I normally don't like to.
mm-hmm.
But he kind of already likes you, so fucking get that head out your ass and ask him on a date. Guess what? If it doesn't fucking work out, it doesn't fucking work out. But if you just say, oh, we're just going to be friends forever, it's going to mean shit. Go ask him out. Also, I expect your application. You can work for the pizza shop until you're done and whatever else happens, but live the life how you want it. Because you have people in your corner. And one of them is going to be a very loving boyfriend. Anyways, you should be talking to him, not me. I love you, and I'm so excited to work with you on my new entrepreneurial project.
I'll send you the application tonight.
Okay, and tell me what Matthew says.
Izzy?
Yeah?
Thank you. And when all this shakes out, could I like sleep on the floor in the kitchen or something? Because I think I'm gonna try to move out.
That makes me more excited than you asking out, Matt. Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god, we can
absolutely you can sleep. I have a guest room. I have guest rooms.
There's a guest house. There's a guest house in the backyard.
I can't live in your... I can't... That would be taking way too much. I can't do that, but...
Sir, there's no one sleeping in that bed. There's no one sleeping in that bed. It is totally...
What if you have guests?
Then we figure out the sleeping situation.
There's like 5 different rooms in the house. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. If we're going to have that many guests, then we'll figure something out. But guess what? That bed is yours. This job is yours. And fucking ask that boy out on a date already. Yeah? I can't hear you nodding through the phone.
I'll try.
That's my favorite secretly gay football player. You might be the only one, but I'm not going to say that because I don't know everyone on the football team. If you know anyone else, like tell them about LGBT boba.
I'll bye, Izzy.
Bye, I love you.
And as you look back, you see that Aaron is like looking at Matthew and then looking at his boss and looking at Matthew, and like you see him like puff his chest up and like takes his apron off and throws it to the ground and looks at his boss, and you see him say something, and then you see him run to the bathroom.
Please don't be having a panic attack, please. Matthew, go get him.
Izzy is looking up with such confusion.
His boss does look a little startled. But the bandits are playing an impromptu concert, and you see that Daisy and Benny are standing up at the front, and Daisy goes, "You may know of us as the bandits.
who've been playing various local haunts around town. But for those of you that may not be as observant,
She takes down her bandana and goes,
my name's Daisy Schwartz,
and Benny takes his and goes,
and I'm Benny Schwartz. And we are the children of Lucinda and Obadiah Schwartz. Now, that may strike a little note of fear into all of you. I know it does me. But there's something beautiful about being born to some shitty people. Is that when they make mistakes, their names get thrown entirely under the bus in the press. Because as some of you may have read, the guy who runs the Trench Corporation, the Megacorp, was not only an asshole, but a pedophile. Dum dum bum.
Called it! I yell from the crowd.
and Daisy kind of grins and goes,
So our parents are currently in a lot of, lawsuits? They are being sued quite a bit. And they have a lot more bigger fish to fry, but, the cool thing about being 18, Benny, what's that, Daisy? It's that, you can cash in on trust fund. We have decided that much of this money, way too much money for any one person to have, are going back into this community, into Diamante Beach. Because even though we may not be here all the time,
and Daisy looks at Benny and goes,
we may be probably about an 8-hour drive away, give or take. And Benny goes, Diamante Beach is still home. And we're going to protect it the way that we can. Because there's people over here that have a lot more impressive skills, like our lovely pink and blue, I'm sure,
and the crowd cheers.
Whoop, whoop.
And Benny's like,
and there's a few other magical folks around, we can't forget them. And there's so many people that don't have that kind of magic that still make magic with their art, with their way that they spend their money, the way they support local business, and the way they think.
And Daisy kind of smiles and goes,
there's a lot of beauty here, and we're not going to let that go to waste. I'm going to sing one of my favorites now, okay?
And she starts going for Queen for a Day.
Yes!
And you see, as this may or may not be the bandits' last performance, it's one of those that you see they're having just the time of their lives. They are playing their music, they are singing their song, and we see as kind of like an audience montage that the Schwartz twins in like deep conversations, city council of Diamante Beach with Chadley Branson. They're pointing to the boba shop and working with contractors to make sure that the area is safe for people to utilize. Them supporting the local daycare program and like utilizing their funds for things. You see Daisy's a lot more active in that, as you see that Benny also does need to save to pay his own way for school. But you see that the Schwartz twins are on their little stage, they're singing the song they wrote, and they are just bouncing around having a great time. And you see the palpable joy from both of them. Daisy looks at you in the crowd, Izzy, and holds out her hand. She does it. She pulls you up on stage and just starts spinning you around.
Oh God.
I'm recording all this.
Izzy is half embarrassed, half so into this.
As Daisy finishes the song, she goes, and by the way, I'm gay. And pulls you in real close.
Izzy kisses her.
Is there a kiss? Benny goes, I mean, I am too, but I don't think anybody was really worried about that.
We all knew, Benny.
Not a surprise.
You see him go over and plays a little, like, on the guitar and goes,
Nice.
like that. And Daisy looks at you and goes, "How you doing?"
For the first time in weeks, the world's not about to end. My girlfriend's completely safe and not about to be obsessed by the deep dark, and my best friend has completely come out with 2 boyfriends, so we're thriving. Also, the LGBT boba is a really interesting concept, and I can't wait to actually open it. Could the bandits hold a concert or 2 at the opening, maybe?
She smiles and she goes, "I mean, our
I'll pay
hiatus
you.
isn't-"
I'll pay you, of course.
She goes, "Oh God, no, we couldn't possibly. And you know, our hiatus isn't until about end of August, so we should be all right. You know,
Sounds
I think
like
I'm
a
gonna
good
try a couple solo projects for a few years. See what happens."
I am so ready to see the business proposal for that. Or if you don't have to make a presentation at all, but like, you know, we could have a PowerPoint night
And she goes,
with
"Oh
everyone.
yeah." And she's like, "Ooh, you really know how to get a girl going. PowerPoint night."
This is sponsored by Canva.
Da-da-da. She goes, "Things are gonna work out, aren't they, Izzy?"
They are.
I mean, I think they already are.
Izzy blushes.
She puts her
think so.
forehead against yours and just
Mhm.
like holds you kind of loosely in her arms.
Izzy holds her bag.
Aww. Cute.
Cute.
Adorable.
Those were the main things I wanted to touch on.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to explore in this epilogue before we close the book until we open up for a one shot?
I want to be a fly on the wall and see the talk between Josh and his dad about like I'm bi and dating.
Girl, that's a one shot. That's its own thing.
Be a fly on the wall for that. But I also want
I want to
there's
literally
so
just
many
have you talk
things.
to yourself. I want to hear you talk to yourself.
That's all I want. But I do want to finally, after all this time, finally meet the other parent, Mrs. McCartney, and be like, "Hi, I'm a real person." Just want to let you know.
We can play that out. The concert's going, and like, how are you standing with Caleb and Josh at this concert?
I'm like, I'm rocking out to the music and trying to like get them to dance. I'm trying to get Josh to dance, but Josh is too much of a stickler, so I'm like kind of mostly dancing with Caleb.
Yeah, you see that Josh is like arms folded, and he's like,
"Oh, come on! It's good! This is a good song!"
"It's a good song. You dance with me at homecoming. I'm not good at it."
You don't have to be good at it. You're just having fun. Literally, no one else is watching. No one else is watching.
He's looking around, and he's like, "Someone could be."
Fine. It's your loss then. And I just start dancing with Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb is like, it's jamming with you. He's got that like, he does that kind of like crunchy cottagecore witch dancing of just like moving his hips and having his hands over his head.
Nice. Nice.
And he starts kind of dancing by you, and you hear his mom go, "Oh, Caleb, you have to dance properly. How many dance lessons did we pay?
You took dance lessons?
Look at this poor girl. You know how to dance. You prepped for Crystal's cotillion. Hi, Honey McCartney.
Hi.
Are you Willa?"
Yes, Willa O'Bryant. Nice to finally meet you.
Takes your hand in both of hers and goes, "Yes. Honey, I'm Honey, but I'm going to call you Honey.
Totally
We
not
need to have a
confused.
girls' day, okay? I have lived 18 long years with just 2 boys in my home, 2 very stinky men, and you know what? I need girl time. Look at all this hair you have." And she starts like playing, and she goes, "We could have so much fun. I have a fabulous nail lady. I have a wonderful salon out in Carbondale. We would have the best time.
I'm
You could bring your girlfriends too. I'm sure, Crystal is such a friendly. I'm sure she'd be happy to show you around too. And, she's essentially like a daughter too. But, I don't want all that responsibility.
I'm not much of a nail person, more of a throwing.
Honey goes, oh, I can tell. We can fix that though.
What? We can fix that? Like that's a problem?
Mom. He goes, Mom, you don't have to do that. Willa's not a pageant girl. You remember when we did the expense report and for the cotillion we got her the dress and she goes, oh yes we did. Oh
yeah.
Tell me you have pictures of that because Caleb was being so rude and didn't show me any.
Oh, my mom has a whole thing. She was just finishing up with the touch-ups and I like bring out the phone. It's like the most professionally done photos ever by my mom. It's like
your mom's a photographer.
Yeah, Charlotte O'Bryant. She has a BooTube channel.
Honey's eyes get wide and she goes, town next. Does she do real estate photography?
She does anything you want to.
Honey grins and goes, good, because I need a new billboard spread.
Okay.
She reaches into her bra and gives you one of her cards.
Cool.
He goes, here you go, honey. Give that to your mom. Give that to your mom. And then not only can I work with your mom, but then we can talk about you crazy kids over here. Because, although I wouldn't have picked a Diamante few kids for my boy, if you guys make him happy, you make him happy. I guess I can deal with Diamante Blue for a little bit, but we'll get you in Carbondale Green as soon as possible.
Well, I mean, there has to be some type of charm for Diamante because Caleb's going to the university here. Besides, blue is the best color.
She smiles and goes, I mean, I am partial to green. Look at this boy's eyes. And she pinches Caleb's cheek and you see Caleb go, Mom, you are having way too much fun here. And you see Josh is kind of awkwardly there. And Honey goes, oh, and your other, oh, he's so cute. He's so, look at him. He's just, you could fit him in your pocket. And Josh is like, ma'am, I'm taller than you. And you see her go over and like touch his cheeks and like touch his biceps and like pinch his little cheeks. And he's just like, oh, you are just the cutest little thing. No wonder Caleb had to scoop you up too.
I love it. So good.
And she just kind of smiles and goes, right, I suppose, but I will be making sure that they get some good Carbondale swag to wear. And I mean, we'll obviously rep the university once Caleb starts rocking and rolling there, but still the school year. We've still got a little bit of time while he's right?
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens at the Diamante and Carbondale meet, lady.
Yeah. Josh cracks his neck and goes, I don't know, I'm a pretty good swimmer. And Caleb goes, aww. And then Mrs. McCartney goes, aww.
Oh my god. So he gets his personality from his mom. Got it.
Yo, if you're about to be like the top realtor and whatnot, like you're gonna have a certain personality.
You gotta be cutthroat for that.
Oh my god.
And she smiles and she goes, oh my god, that's Karen Manajar. I have to go. I got a little bit of bragging to do. And she starts toddling off.
I look at Caleb and I say, so since you are going to Diamante University, are you going to be like commuting there or are you going to be living on campus? Because you lived on campus, then I would be only like 5 minutes away from you.
Well, of course I'm living on campus. I mean, part of the college experience.
Oh, good. Excellent.
I'm going to invite Willa to a college party, also with Josh.
Who knows?
You can have guests over. They can have one nice big sleepover.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because of course Caleb's getting a single dorm.
Yeah, he's like he's in the honors dorm. He gets his own room and his own bathroom.
Oh, his own bathroom.
Wait. He has 3 toothbrushes.
There's different sets of clothing in like different sizes.
There's a couple like colognes and Josh at one point like sniffs one. He's like, oh, that smells good.
like,
And Caleb's like, you can keep it if you want. I got it for you.
that's for you.
Cute.
Oh my god.
Cute.
I love it.
We're getting off topic, but that
No,
is
we're not. This is totally on
This
topic.
is totally on par
Totally
with
on
all of this. What
topic.
do you
Yes.
mean?
no, but I just
No, because imagine if Caleb has extra clothes in the closet for not just Josh, but also Willa. Because you never know when
Exactly.
plans are going to be like, you want to stay over? You can stay over.
Totally.
I need
We
Caleb.
just stayed up playing board games, you know?
Wink. I need Caleb to get them fragrances, to get Willa a perfume and Josh a cologne, and then when he them and he's wearing the scent I got. Good.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Not that that's straight from a fan fiction that I think one of you guys wrote. I swear that it is, or we talked about this.
No,
But what kind of
I
sense,
wrote this.
No, from Caleb. Thank you.
I wrote that.
G9. What sense would Caleb get for Josh and Willa?
Yes, we need to know right now.
Just a question.
Yeah, just for science.
Ooh. So Caleb would probably get Josh something that's like kind of like the amber musk kind of way. Like something ambery, something warm, something like really like almost like wood smoky. And he would go like a little more like earthy, fresh post rain water kind of thing. Blah.
Ooh.
Because it's like as much as he loves a nice floral scent, he knows.
I like it.
Me too.
What about Daisy smell like? Just
Yeah, okay, now I just need to know.
I'm just, you know what? This is the epilogue. This is the epilogue because I'm here for it.
Yeah. We're just gonna be here for after talks
We
now.
literally talked for like 10 minutes about the outfits we would all go clubbing in.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that was fun for all of us.
Yes,
it was. And I'm just saying we should give the fans just a little bit about what the fucking after talks might look like, specifically what the scent Daisy could possibly smell like.
Yeah, Daisy is very much like a pomegranate base of a perfume. Like it's very like it's the perfumes that are marketed like sexy. It's
Like the Hades Persephone type.
Yeah, like pomegranate,
Ooh.
notes of vanilla, that kind of thing. Like heady, rich kind of thing. Like the Carolina Herrera came out with a redux of Girl, and it's like the one that's in the stiletto heel, and it's like the bottle is shaped like a stiletto. It's
I have never.
oh
But
my
I'm
God.
interested.
I'm not
I'm
a perfume
interested.
person, so I don't know.
No, I'm not, but I'm interested.
I studied fashion. Fragrance is one of those little. My mind is full of useless knowledge.
J'adore.
But
Dior.
it would probably be something like that.
I'm sorry.
And then Benny is a straight jasmine boy. He loves the scent of jasmine. He smells like jasmine all
He's
the
a
time.
jasmine slut.
He's a slut for jasmine.
Also,
Wait.
I think this is just a side little shenanigan thing, but I just if Lene ever shows her stupid little face around the beach, Willa, she really wants this to happen. If she does find Lene on the beach, she's gonna like transform into Blue and like wave at her and then drop her transformation and then reveal herself as Willa and then leave. But Lene would be the only one who saw that. She's like,
No one will believe
no
you.
one will believe you. So if she does ever show up on the beach, that's canon, and that does happen. And Lene is like losing her mind because she's like, oh my God, like, I don't know, she's a freak, right? So if I just out her, but then no one's gonna like believe me because
And they'd be like, why are you lying about that?
yeah, that's such a weird thing to say.
Ever.
No.
Everyone knows that pink and blue are aliens.
Yeah,
They
duh.
don't even look the same.
And I let everyone in on like the Benny and the Jets. I'm like, I just like dunked on Lene so hard her brain has been short-circuited and no one's gonna believe her. And I'm gonna keep on like tormenting her. Like throughout the summer, I just like drop my transformation in front of her and no one knows.
We get Lene trying to get into the Discord and being like, oh my God, I know the identity of Blue. It's Willa O'Bryant. Like, oh my God. And Colleen is like,
No.
blasphemy is not accepted here.
imagine getting banned from a Discord of like 2 people.
This needs to happen. And I can just imagine now Willa's just like laying on the couch with Josh and Caleb, and she's like, listen, look what I did to Lene earlier today. And Josh is like, you tortured her enough earlier this week. Can you stop? And Caleb's like, no, this is funny. Keep going.
It's like, no, she sucks. And Josh is like, yeah, I know she sucks, but still.
This is hilarious. Anyways, that's what Willa does over the summer is torment Lene. And also the K-pop festival.
Oh, of course. That's another one shot.
That's a whole other one shot.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so here for the K-pop one shot.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do this shit in order.
Oh, we don't have to do everything all in order. We could just like bop from like
For continuity. K-pop has to happen in the summer.
That's true.
And then college happens after. Because what if you do something then that like is repercussion later?
That's true.
Continuity.
Mhm. This is true.
This is most certainly true.
Have anything imminent
That's
to go over and do? Because Matthew and Aaron are together, and Aaron and Victoria are maybe possibly together, and at least Colleen and Dirk Dungeon Jr. are going to be friends. So
You did a lot of good cupiding.
And also the LGBT boba shop is in the works.
low-key M came up with that, not me. Not
so
me. It was
good.
all M, and I was like, it was way too good. I'm like, it's gotta be a thing. It's gotta be a thing.
Yep.
So good.
But I'm sure that there will be some drabble.
Oh, so many. So many,
many.
of course.
Too many.
Thoughts. I got machinations, but
I mean, we have the Bridgerton AU coming up, so I mean,
We got the vampire Caleb Monster Hunter Josh thing.
the actual writing that M is making, the Bridgerton AU. I don't know how many one-shots of this, but also coming up in June, we have our Session Zeros for the Wings campaign, starring G9 and also my little brother, because he just loves D&D and TTRPGs. He's like, I want to join, so
Winx Club
he's
is
gonna
also
be
a
there
vibe.
too.
Hell yeah.
Wings Club is a vibe. And all those episodes are going to be dropping for Session Zero throughout the month of June. There's a hidden mechanic that I told the players to guess. So if any of y'all can guess it, then
you guys
props to you. They get some inspiration / a D4 for their troubles. Sadly, I can't give y'all anything, but you can always join in and see if you're right, because they don't know if they're right yet. But all of them are going to be dropping in June. We're going to be starting the Wings Club campaign in July, and so we will keep you posted on the schedule for that. But we love all of you. If you have anything that you want to hear or see, drop in the Discord. We're still going to be here. Pink and Blue aren't going anywhere entirely, not just yet.
There's just going to be so many one-shots, you guys. It's going to be Spotify exclusives galore.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
We're gonna have a good time.
Hell yes.
It's going to be a great time. But
Yeah.
But thank you everyone for being with us. It's been
Yes,
super
thank
fun.
you. And we will see you in July. And also, by the way, the Session Zeros for Wings Club are Spotify exclusives. So make sure you follow our Spotify. Otherwise, you won't hear nothing from the Wings Club campaign until July. So, yeah.
You gotta prep.
Exactly.
Gotta get excited.
Exactly. But thanks for coming in, everyone. And we will see you guys later. Bye.